Moving on to the third quality time together. I know that for many of us, some of us, this is our number one love language. This is definitely number two on my love language list. I love quality time. I know that time is very valuable to men of stature who are high value and bring a lot of good into our lives. Time is something they don't have a heck of a lot of, but I'm so very grateful when they do, make that effort to give me their time. But I also find that quality time is really about what we do in that time and what I bring to that time spent. Sometimes we want quality time, but we haven't got anything really that we want to share in that time. I'm not talking about conversations, fun conversations to have. If that's your thing, have a fun conversation you want to have. But I'm really talking about our presence. Sometimes we want quality time, but we're not present in the moment. We're not licking the lid of the moment, because when you do lick the lid of each moment, you show up different and the energy of that encounter is different. And what happens is that we get hooked on that energy when somebody is around you, spending quality time with you, and they're feeling seen and they're feeling heard and they're feeling known and they're feeling like you showed up wholly and completely, not your insecurities, not your other parts that keep you safe, not your stories, but you are showing up. You're showing up vulnerably. And if you are able to really show up, quality time will be something that will become normalized in a relationship. It's not just about the minutes, the seconds, the hours. It's about what we do with those 5 minutes, whether we bring our whole self to the encounter. Respect and appreciation is key in the relationship. For us ladies, we experience respect as cherishing. The man who comes home and doesn't stop by and have beers every single night with his friends. The guy who chooses to be home on a weekend with us and the kids. The boyfriend who chooses to, take us out when he could have been with the boys, or who chooses to spend time with us first before he goes off somewhere. When we feel cherished, then we are going to internalize that as respect. And of course, with men, it's really about respecting their thoughts, really respecting their ideas and holding space, and really being receptive and validating. This allows men to feel respected. Without this sense of respect, for women that comes with cherishing, and for men that comes with holding space for his mind and his thoughts and his decisions. Without this, and without constant appreciation for one another, our differences, the compliment we bring, without creating a culture in our relationships that is laced with appreciation for moments where they show you great understanding, appreciation for those moments they give you the time and space that you need. When we show our partner respect and appreciation, we build foundations for a really strong relationship. And that starts from the dating phase all the way through to marriage. And I promise you, I don't care where your marriage is right now, if you would start with respect and appreciation, it might take a while for your partner to get it. And if they're not completely toxic and they're genuinely a decent person, but things have gone awry, you will be very grateful that you watched this video. Last but absolutely not least is conflict resolution skills. What can I say? This is a non-negotiable. Being able to resolve conflict in a peaceful, amicable way, even if it's a little bit impassioned, even if it's a little bit fiery. Our ability to be in self-possession and self-control when conflict comes is really a sign of our maturity and our commitment to the relationship. Being sweet, lovely, and wonderful can be hard work, but there isn't more work than having to hold back your wrath and all of your inner child trauma at a particular situation. It's really important that we can hold ourselves accountable to our behavior and to our words, to choose our words, and above all, to choose when we address things. And maybe in that moment is not the best time. Maybe we need to regulate first and maybe deal with some of our demons and ask ourselves why we are so triggered by this particular action before we address our partner. Not to say that we want to gaslight ourselves. I'm sure there will be a reason why a black swan would be upset. If you know anything about black swans, when they're upset, they're not a beast they become a beast, basically. And so there's a reason why a black swan would flare up its wings and go for any beast that would come against it. But it's really important that that only ever happens in a situation where you may have to call the police, a lawyer, or a doctor. You may actually have to do that. If it doesn't call for that, if you don't have to call the police, a lawyer, or a doctor in this scenario, then we can definitely take some time to cool off and really come inwardly. Conflict is a wonderful thing because it helps us understand our needs better. It helps our partner to understand us better, and it helps us move the relationship from one stage to the next. Unfortunately, growth in a relationship often comes accompanied with conflict, but how we deal with that conflict, how we control our temper, and how we manage our words is fundamental to the success of any relationship and keeping it strong. If you need help with your relationship and you feel like it's on its last legs, you don't know if you should stay or whether you should go, you don't know what else you can do, we are here for you. We exist for the very purpose and the very reason of supporting you, and we will be more than happy to hold your hand. All you have to do is book a discovery call with any of our coaches, and we will be able to diagnose the problem that you're experiencing in your relationship, find the genesis of it, and give you a solution in that call with your next steps to resolve it permanently. We would love to hear from you. We are excited when we do hear from you. It's always a pleasure for me to meet you on a one-to-one. I hope that this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you on my next one. In the meantime, do take care of you. Love you lots. Bye.